What's up, everybody? It's the Big Cat. We're back. We got more cards to open. Dominaria United. Honestly, a set I'm kind of falling in love with. It's awesome. It's full of great stuff, and I'm having a blast opening it. I'm having a blast seeing it take shape on the meta. I'm having a blast with where the lore and the story is going. I'm stoked on all the new stuff it's bringing to Commander. It's just an awesome, awesome set, guys. So here we are, full time. Locked and loaded, ready to go. We got another collector's booster, ready to rock. We're gonna take a little bit more time with this one today too, and just kind of enjoy what we're seeing here and seeing what's kind of taking shape in the meta and what we got going on. So, boom, boom. Let's get to her. United States, good old collector boosters. One thing I'll say too, right off the top, there's been some mix with the different last few sets. The card quality on these is solid, solid foiling. Not seeing a lot of damage. Like those corners are pretty good, so everything's pretty good. But as you see, got some good stuff here. Those new domain common lands. Just some fun, solid cards. And who knows? Maybe there's a legend waiting for us today. We'll find out. Love these lands too. It's our first textured card. Usually we're seeing about out of the full 12 pack, basically 2 rares and 1 mythic is kind of the average distribution rate on these. Maybe a little higher, a little lower. I don't think I've opened one with 2 mythics. I've opened one with several rares, but man, these textured cards, look at how good those look in the light. I love this little extra bit of crosshatch textured. I'm really interested to see what the textured and etch market looks like in the future. Rada's Firebrand doing her thing there. Go to our first full art rare there, the Shadow Rite Priest, very cool. We always get an uncommon showcase foil in that slot. Those are going to be an incredibly common card in the future, I'll tell you what. There's just so dang many of them. And then we'll go to our DMC cards. Oop, get spoiling it. But yeah, you usually get a few of these legends remade in here. So Torwalkie, not too big a deal, but well, what would you say we start a pile up for our mythics and really keep track of the fun today? I love this version of Savitri. Her etch card is everywhere. It's really common. I've already opened 3, but she's great. And I mean, it's blue-black, so it's not really the colors you'd think of for a dragon, but still a cool card. Then we're getting to a showcase rare there. Danitha, Benalia's Hope. Ooh, foil. Karn Living Legacy. In the full art, another lovely mythic on the day. That's a beautiful card. So, not too bad. Starting off with a couple planeswalkers on the day. See where our journey takes us. Is today our lucky day? Is today where we open the Chain of Mephistopheles or Tabernacle of Pendril Vale? That's one of the fun things I've really enjoyed about opening Magic cards or at least starting to make YouTube videos, is you have it. You have the moment, the wild moment documented, It's on tape. Irte Scorn is not a bad card either, honestly. There's some cool stuff. This pairs incredibly well with Haughty Djinn. Got to check that combo out. Basically sets you up sometimes to counter a spell outright for 1 blue mana and power up your Djinn, possibly. So very good. Ooh, another King Darien. King Darien the 48th, I believe. And look at that. Again, those textures look so good. So we're just taking our time a little bit on this one. And Anointed Peacekeeper, there was some stink around this card, and I think there still might be, with it being such a mid-range metagame now, with black, that might have some action, choosing Sheoldred for this could buy you a lot of time, especially because it's a 3-drop, so if you're on the, even if you're not on the play, that might be what saves you. Historian's Boon, I haven't considered this card much. It's actually a commander rare. Whenever another non-token enchantment enters the battlefield, create a soldier. When the final chapter... Okay, so another saga. Not bad, actually. I mean, sagas are getting more and more action every day. Rona, Sheoldred's Faithful, another one of our lovely showcase and comments. Then we'll get to some DMC cards. Marholtel's Dragon. Oh, second. Wow. Savitri, Dragon Master. So 2 on the day for her. We're loaded. And the good old full art Shivan Reef. Not bad. Oh, Beautiful foil full art Rabarn Mercenaries. You know, it's a commander card, but this second line of text is saucy. I think I'm actually going to take a crack at building a Legends Matter commander deck today for Dominaria United. The other card that's really caught my attention is that new relic that lets you tap all your legends as like mana birds. Very cool. Yep. So that's why, you know, earlier this week in some of my videos when I was shooting, I was kind of like, man, I'm hearing negativity around the set. But also I'll say, like, prices are starting to hold well in the singles market. It's kind of weird that, you know, in the singles market, they're doing strong while prices on the product are kind of slumping. But, I mean, stuff like Sheoldred, Lily, like, everything is finding its niche. And actually, a fair bit of cards, Leyline Binding and Sheoldred, are starting to climb. Joyra, this is a great card. Prepare to see this in Commander for certain. Like, that is a good one. Tiller Engine. It's one of the Commander rares. Whenever a land enters battlefield tapped or under your control, choose one. Untap it. Tap target land in a... Huh. That's pretty interesting, actually. Not quite Amulet of Vigor, but there's some potential to that. It'll be interesting to see if people crack that in the future. I'm sure there's some juice to that. Then we get to our DMC cards. Boy, I think I have enough of these to just build a Shadowborn Apostle deck of these guys. Torsten, he's a mythic, so, and he's an etched mythic, so there's probably some value to that. Aisha Tanaka, Armor. That's what I should probably do, is go pull some of these old cards and show the rework. Ooh, Greensleeves, Marrow Sorcerer. I have not opened a single one of these yet, and here we go in the full art foil. Some awesome lines of text on this card. Protection from Planeswalkers and from Wizards. Cool. Power and toughness equal the number of lands you control. When a land enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 Badger. It's pretty solid stuff there, honestly. So we're going a little slower on this one, but so far, nice and high on our mythic count. Kind of wild that we're seeing a lot of duplication, but let's see where we head next, you know. A lot of Planeswalkers so far. You know, never know if that next Lost Legend card is waiting for us. Gosh, that island is so good. Balmor, Battle Mage Captain. Actually, he is lighting up in Commander 2. This card is fantastic. I'd be interested to see if, like, a Prowess deck. This with Jaya, there might be something to that. Like red-blue spells, kind of the new take on Is It Drake for the meta once some more cards come in. And having a textured one, not unhappy about that. Beautiful. Sarah Paragon. This card is fantastic. And there's a lovely foil for us, a mythic. Ooh, and a full art Evolved Sleeper. Let's go. This pack is treating us very nice today. Elias Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. This guy has some awesome synergy too. I think I'm going to probably drop him in that All Legends Matter deck too, just for a 2-drop. Those 2 extra lines of text are just some good value on playing the game. Tobias, ooh, Showcase Braids. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Never unhappy with that. And another Rith Liberated. Boy, so many copies of Rith. Whoa, Upside Down card, which we've seen a few times now, but he's also a mythic. And that's a foil full art Drag to the Bottom. There we go. Okay. So let's keep going. You know what I've noticed in my video too, guys? Sorry, I try to speak clearly and then I start to speak softly, and then when I open the packs, they get really loud. I'm going to try to be better about that. I promise. Because, yeah, it is what it is. Beautiful forest. Ooh, another textured Irte. I have several of these now. Still a great card. I really like the new Irte. Countering a spell. Sure, you don't want the card draw, but destroying a creature too with flash. Like, he is a tempo king with that body. Like, that's a good place to be. Keldon Flamesage. I know this card's actually seeing some love right now. I don't know if it's made the move yet, but definitely got some potential. Aether Channeler, limited all-star, like, just never bad. Is basically what that text reads. You can play me just fine whenever you have me. Man, another Savitri. So we've opened 3 out of 5 packs with this, and here's the etched one. Gosh, we have so many of that. Oh, Showcase Ivy, lovely card. And an upside down Showcase King Darien, who we already opened in textured. So that's the one thing I'll say about this, with like the rares and the amount of slots dedicated to legends. There are going to be some mythics and rares like an arrow that I think are just going to be much rarer, you know, like I'll probably do that and go back and do a count of like out of the boxes I've opened, how many of some cards I've gotten, because any of these legendary creatures that are part of like the story showcase stuff, there are just so many of them. There are just so gosh darn many of them. So Herd Migration, I'm not too stoked on personally, but Temporary Lockdown, great card, full art. Love to see it. Our little usual Showcase foil uncommon, classic. Orca, Siege Demon. Ooh! This, we are always happy to see. That full art, that borderless Liliana. Let's go. Love her. And, ooh, foil full art Defiler Flesh. Love these. These Defilers, man. Get these now. I don't see them getting any cheaper. When Commander decks start to fully discover those, guys, look out. I mean, decks that can gain life will now be casting permanents without tapping for colored mana. Like, watch out, Oloro. You know, like, I just see so many deck types. Even, I was talking about Sithis Harvest Hand. Like, Enchantress would probably want both the green and the white one just to power out enchantments cheaply. Tatyava. I'm excited to see some Tatyava decks. I'm sure there's some brewing out there. Archangel of Wrath, cool card. Voldalian Mindsinger is an interesting little card. Not bad in limited. Man, Tobias, so many of this guy. Etched Ever-Changing Dane. Rasputin. Foil Full Art Sulphurous Spring. So that was probably the most underwhelming pack we've opened. So we're about halfway through our journey, so let's keep her going. We got a lot of cardboard to open today, so shooting a lot of videos today, which I'm excited. Beautiful swamp. Queen Elena of Radach. Power and toughness equal to the number of creatures. Okay. If one or more creature tokens plus a 1/1, so okay, not bad. Little go wide token lady. Academy Lore Master. You know, this card looked kind of wonky at first, but the more I got into it, this card is interesting, especially as it plays with Sheoldred. Like, do they take the extra card and lose life and then lock their mana down? Like, is there a blue-black, like, hard tempo mid-range deck, or a... who knows, you know? But I think there's potential there. Kadric, Soulkindler. Ooh, one of the commander rares. The legend rule does not apply to tokens you control. Whenever another non-token legendary permanent enters the battlefield you control, pay 1. If you do, create a token. Like, that's so good for that Legends Matter commander deck. Just copy all over, guys. Another Torwalkie. I think we've opened like 4 of those today, but not an etched one, so never mad about etched cards. Namada, Primeval Warden in the showcase. And a full art Sulphurous Springs. Excuse me. And a foil showcase Myria. So just some pretty average stuff there. Nothing to get too excited about. Beautiful forest. Sten. Textured Sten. Squee. Another commander rare is all colors. This ability doesn't affect its color identity. Multicolored spells you cast have Convoke. Those are good lines of text. Another Torwalkie, just like we were saying. If you don't get 1 per pack, you should report it to Wizards. They probably messed up. Beautiful, another showcase Braids. Ooh, beautiful Mythic Shanna. Very good card. Ooh, foil full art Defiler of Dreams. Love to see ya. Welcome to the party. Beautiful. Man, those Defilers. Love them. Love them. And that's a 4/3 flying on that body with that ability. And whenever you cast a blue permanent spell, draw a card. Like, that thing is loaded. That thing is loaded. So, We'll see. It'll be interesting to see where we turn the corner. You know, there was a big rotation too, so like, do we see the extra juice coming in Brothers War and some of these things just like skyrocket? Solkanar. Ooh, in the normal art. Very cool, very cool. Mythic. Little Sulky. Ooh, beautiful full art Defiler of Faith. Always glad to see those Defilers. Love those. Riff. Jasmine. Etched Orca. It's probably worth a few bucks. You know, it's still interesting because we're still waiting to really see, like, with textured cards and etched cards, to really see what the market is on those. You know, long term, like, where do those end up? I'm very intrigued to see. And a Llanowar Loam Speaker. Basically the buy a box promo card, but not bad. All right, 2 to go. 2 to go. Is there a legend waiting for us? Legend. And that's what's so interesting. Those Legends cards just hit you like smack in the face because they look so different from how fancy Magic cards have gotten in the last 30 years. Just going to start referring to it as 30 years, no doubt, flat out. Oh, he drowned. Our little guy chilling in the tub drowned. Leaf Crown Visionary, very cool. Love that they just printed a full cycle of Lords. Ramir has plenty of those to see. Stang, Echo Warrior. That's cool that it creates copies of all the equipments and tokens, though. I love this art of Caves of Koilos. Like, that's so sick. Like, I love that art so much. Ooh, now we're talking. Foil Showcase Sheoldred. Beautiful, beautiful. This card is just rising. I mean, I think this is close to like a $50 or $60 card at the time of this video. So, doing quite well there. Doing quite well. And to our last pack. Is there a Lost Legend in here for us? Let's see. Ooh. Doesn't look like today, kids, unfortunately. Swamp. Textured Squee. Urborg Lurgoyf. Sphinx of the Clear Skies. Nice little full art mythic for us. Then we got this guy. You can just pop on over here. You can pop over here with your other commander buddies. Etched Ever-Changing Name. Etched Stang. Man, what is up with these last few cards being upside down? But there we are. So, as we wrap it up, here's our mythic hits on the day. I don't think, did we pull a single mythic and textured? Or were they all rares? We got 1 rare, 2 rare, 3 rare, 4 rares, no mythics, and the rest uncommon. So kind of right around that ratio, but did pretty good in our mythic slot. I mean, definitely three Savitri Dragon Masters. But you know, I'd say our big ones are gonna be some saucy planeswalkers and a Praetor there. Ooh. So, not bad for us there. I mean, that's some juice. That is definitely some juice there with that foil love. Anyways, thanks for joining me for another one, folks. I'm going to get a few more of these out, and then I'm just going to spend the rest of my life sorting all these Dominaria United cards. So, thanks for joining me. Peace. Catch you on the next one.